A little over 22 years ago, I walked away from the church and faith altogether. And subsequently, I was not so politely asked to leave my college. I ended my first year with 770 demerits out of 100 allowed and a 0.8 GPA. A little over 11 years ago, I met the woman who would become my wife. A little over 7 years ago, I got sober and we got hitched, not in that order. And I came back into my faith. A little over 3 years ago, I quit my good-paying nonprofit job and went to work for a church. A little over a year ago, CTS took a chance on this non-baccalaureate student with a felonious past and a heart full of anger. In the last year, I've battled cancer. I've had a minor stroke. I've lost loved ones. I've lost income and health insurance. Just last week, my truck was broken into and I lost my rent money, laptop, and cell phone. I've lost my will to continue more times than I can count. But Dr. Saylor took my calls and texts. And Dr. McNinch and Dr. Davis and Dr. Peterson sat with me over coffee. Dr. Malott and the good Reverend Ayana and Dean Lazada fought for me in rooms that I wasn't in. The students that I sat with in my ministerial formations class became my close friends. Some of you, students that I met last semester, are my friends, yeah, but we won't have the bond you're building with the tired faces you saw this morning. If you're just starting at CTS, welcome. It's every bit as scary as you think it's going to be. If you're coming back, we're glad you're back. I want all the first and second semester folks to know, though, that Global Wisdoms is going to break your brain. And Intro to Worship is going to leave you wishing your memory wasn't riddled with holes from huffing gasoline and duster. You're going to get stretched in ways that you can't begin to imagine over this semester, and it's going to be the most amazing thing to happen to you. At 40 years old, I found myself in these halls. I have been accepted and celebrated here in ways that I never experienced before. God has become more real to me than they ever have been. This community is one based on the radical acceptance I had only read about in the Gospels and longed to practice in my life. I've had a call on my life for the whole of it, and I ran as hard and as fast as this tubby body allowed for most of that life. And I thank God for meeting me here and sustaining me. The God of all that is pure and beautiful and true is becoming with you in this moment, in the next, in these halls and online, in the thousands of pages you'll skim through and swear you read, and in the thousands of words that you'll write. I say that because I know that, because I live that, because I have experienced that here. This space, the moments had here, have been a doorway to God for me. And I relish every step on this side of the doorway. I pray that you have the same experience and that you continue walking with me. Thank you.